Wahaboriginalz.
We're in talk mode. I have a question for you, mate. This is Waffle and Gibberish. Random question.
Go for it.
Did dinosaurs walk the earth? I've got a second part to that question, but first answer that one.
Okay. They could have, if I was to take a guess, or if you were to put a gun next to my head and say, right, give me an answer right now, I'd probably lean towards yes, they did.
Okay. Well, that's a positive answer. I believe they did. So dinosaurs walked the earth. Although your answer was if you put a gun to my head, rather than there's all these scientific bones that have been discovered in that, and that's why I believe it. Interesting how your thought process went there. But let's move on. The second part of this question was, I know you haven't watched Jurassic Park, okay? But the basic premise is scientists discover. So mosquitoes have been around all the time, yeah? And they bite us, they take our blood. They used to bite dinosaurs and take their blood, okay? When a mosquito sits on a tree, it gets stuck in the tree sap, yeah? Which eventually, after thousands and millions of years, becomes amber, which people mine in the ground right now. The premise of Jurassic Park is they find the mosquito in the amber, extract the DNA from that, and recreate dinosaurs. Yeah, that's premise of the movie essentially, and it all goes wrong and whatever. That's the premise of the movie. Do you think that they can do that, and will they?
I don't. Again, if you're asking for my opinion, and I'm not expert over one thing, but I'd probably say no.
No, they can't, or no, they won't?
No, they can't.
Okay, they can't do it.
They can't do it.
Okay, so we know right now in science this is happening currently. Do you remember that they made that sheep? Was it Molly? Molly the sheep? Or something? They test tube made it out of just the DNA. And they made the sheep. I might be getting the name wrong, but it was a sheep, I'm pretty certain. Then they made a liger.
Yeah.
Which is a lion and tiger mixed. Yeah. I don't know how that was done, but it was done. They can grow human organs. That exists. That technology exists. It's not common, but it exists. Right. They can grow human organs or use other animals' organs and make it work or whatever. So my question to you is, if they can mess about with DNA, gene splicing, all of that. I mean, obviously they can make a baby IVF, you know. And obviously there's two parts of humans and they do that, and that's helpful to people. But there's all these technological advancements that have been happening in our lifetime. What's to say that they can't?
But for all of these things that you've mentioned, was there a requirement of there being a living creature to start it off?
It's just DNA, isn't it? It's DNA. One way or other, living or dead, it's still DNA. If you have my blood, I give you a vial of my blood, and I die, you've still got my DNA though. Like that doesn't change. So, let's say that's all that's required, is some DNA.
But okay, so has anyone created something just from pure DNA?
I don't know that. I ain't no scientist, so I couldn't tell you if that has happened. But let's for argument's sake say they can. The technology exists. Will they, or have they? Have they done it and hid it, or will they do it?
I feel like if that was a possibility, that is something that they would do. If there's a possibility.
Interesting. Would you go?
If they were able to.
If they were to, sorry. So the second part of Jurassic Park is, they do that and then they create a theme park where you can, like, sort of a zoo, where you can go see these dinosaurs.
Right.
Would you attend?
No, because I like my limbs attached to my body.
Even if it was like fully secure and all that.
No, you can record it on a nice.
And then you can just watch the movie.
No, but that's CGI though, isn't it? That's not real life, is it?
It's animatronics actually, but which is basically statues that move. That's interesting. So you do believe they existed though?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Would you go?
Unfortunately, I think I couldn't help myself. I think I would go.
Alright, that ends our podcast and our friendship.
wait, hold on, wait. If I want to put my life at risk, why does that end your friendship?
Because then I might lose a very good mate for no reason.
It's alright then, we got another 10, 15 years till I actually figure it out. And then, you know, we got all that time to make this podcast. So, you know. Anyway, on that note, we're out.